Welcome into your Louisiana Geaux Nation Year in Review. He is Brian Hall and I am Chessa Boucher. We are putting a bow on 2025 and welcoming in the new year. What an crazy, insane, wild ride it was in 2025.
Might be some programs that need some resolutions for 2026. I'm just saying, okay? And I think that maybe LSU football has some of those. But first, of course, we're going to look back on the year that was, celebrate some of those victories, obviously. What did we learn from 2025?
Whew. You know what I learned?
There's no telling.
You never know what life is going to throw at you. This
True.
year is a prime example. Lane Kiffin, well, he's the one who started the downfall for Brian Kelly and LSU. Heading into Oxford, LSU was ranked number 4 in the country, won 4 straight, had a legitimate defense, and needed a win in Oxford to solidify that they were contenders and not the pretenders. Instead, they lose. It spirals from there. You lose 3 out of 4. You get embarrassed by Texas A&M on your home field in the second half in Tiger Stadium. BK gets fired the very next day. Brian was in the bushes for that. And now, Lane Kiffin is your head coach of the LSU Fighting Tigers. Now, let's not forget, though, Landry, Kiffin, and Whit Weeks, they started dating a week before the Oxford trip, and they let it be known. Nobody, and I mean nobody.
They hard launched, as the kids say.
Oh,
they hard launched.
That means it's serious.
No.
Hard launch solidifies it, Brian. I would know. You would not. You're married. Anyways, nobody, and I mean nobody, could have predicted this, and I cannot wait to watch the 30 for 30 that ESPN does on all the madness. That was basically 1 month in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I want to see that. Can't wait to see that. But what did I learn in 2025? Well, to quote one of my favorite movies, Old School, I like you, but you're crazy, man. SEC fans, they're pretty much off their rocker, right? But LSU fans, you're just a different level. And because of you, my most viewed social media post, you're already seeing it right here, in all of 2025 is one bizarre video. It's just literally Brian Kelly getting in his car and backing out. Me tweeting info or stats or the breaking news that I had with Brian Kelly? Nah, 2.5 milli to watch Brian Kelly, bad parking job, back out in his car. And the comments were just absolute gold, Chessa. We were sitting there, not in the bushes. That is a tree. Thank you. We're on a sidewalk. And actually, it was my photog, by the way. It wasn't even
Mike
me.
T. Shout out Mike T.
Shout out Mike T. He was on a sidewalk. He was standing upright when he got this video. But look at all of the comments. I mean, these are amazing. They made fun of everything from his car to, you're a pig parker, to his parking job. Obviously, Brian Kelly, at this point in the season, not very well liked. Caroline Fenton weighing in right there. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under the weather, but still making me laugh. And apparently, I didn't even know what kind of, but it looks like a hatchback.
He didn't have great taste in cars.
It looks like a dad car. Yeah, go get you an F-150, a Chevy pickup, something big, something to ride around in here in the South. No. He was in a hatchback. Got to be the best Taco Bell run of all time. Well, with all that money there, I can't see the poster there, but yeah, amazing. And then people just being hilarious. LSU fans, you delivered in the moment where we're going live like every 5 minutes, but we needed a little bit of entertainment, and that was a lot of fun, even though some of that day really was not.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get back to the big headline for LSU football here in a few moments and talk a little bit about that Lane Kiffin. But first, wrap up 2025, our best performance of the calendar year.
All right, so for me, it's an easy one. LSU cornerback Mansour Delane had the biggest impact on this team, which earned him first-team All-American honors. He's the 9th LSU DB to earn All-AP honors since Derek Stingley Jr. did it back in 2019. Delane didn't allow a passing touchdown this year, only 13 catches for 147 yards and 6 first downs, just 6. That's it. You want to talk about lockdown? He is him, making him one of the 3 finalists for the Jim Thorpe Award, which he got snubbed for. He should have won it, but we're not going to go there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it merry, right? Merry and bright.
Well, I tried. Look.
Oh, goodness.
Look, I tried. I tried to find the sunlight on this season on the field. It was not there, Chessa.
Yep.
If you get Mansour Delane, I mean, what am I going to pick? The best performance of 2025 Came from that man right there, my man Virgil Osbury. He brought Lane Kiffin to the promised land, where there were so many landmines along the way. If you would have been following this story from behind the scenes, so many landmines. Ole Miss tried everything. They tried money. They tried tugging at his heartstrings. They tried ultimatums. Good luck with that. I think the entire state of Mississippi maybe tried yoga for the first time. I don't know.
Bet.
In the end, the Lane train pulled into Baton Rouge, and it happened under the watch of someone who had never done the job formally before. Virgil Osbury had the pressure of the entire state of Louisiana on him, and at the end of the day, Virg scored the biggest win for LSU football in 2025.
All right, still to come. If you're at all a student of the game of football, you have to love what Southern did this offseason. More on the hiring of Marshall Faulk to the Bluff.
Love it, and it looks great in Columbia blue. And more on that biggest win of 2025 for LSU football. Lane Kiffin takes the mic, and we were entertained.
Welcome back into your Louisiana Geaux Nation Year in Review. He is Brian Hall, and I am Chester Boucher. The Lane train fits right in here in Baton Rouge.
We didn't know how that intro in the introductory press conference was going to go. Lane can be a little dry. We've seen him at SEC Media Days plenty. But I think he knocked it out of the park and got the LSU faithful on his side with this soundbite.
Actually, we were going by Tiger Stadium. I called one person. I called Ed Ogeron. And I said, hey, man, all I can do is, man, this place just makes me want to talk like you right now. I did. I was like, we were in the car, and the kids were in there, and I was like, and the coaches, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like channeling Ed right now. I was like, I'm feeling him. Like, I rolled down the window, and I was like, go Tigers to the fans. And I'm like, so I called Ed. I said, I don't know what's going on, man, but I'm feeling you right now. And he's like, Coach, you're at the best place in America.
And on the north side, too, there on the bluff, 10-year-old Brian was geeking out watching Marshall Faulk become the new head coach of the Southern Jaguars.
The Marshall Faulk era on the Bluff has officially begun as the Jags introduced the former NFL MVP, Super Bowl champ, and Hall of Famer as the 22nd head coach of Southern football. Faulk coming to the Bluff is a part of a trend we've been seeing in recent years with HBCUs hiring big-name former NFL players with little to no coaching experience. Faulk's only coaching experience is just this last season as the running backs coach at Colorado. When Faulk was asked about what he would say to people that question his coaching background, he simply said, there is no answer.
What's there to question? You know and I know this is my first head coaching job. I don't think there's a question. It's like anything else. Just wait and see. Like, time will tell. You'll get to decide whether what they're saying or what I'm doing works.
Faulk has said in the past that he's been asked multiple times over the years to coach in the NFL and different places in college football. But he explained that former teammate and Southern alum Aeneas Williams was a big factor on his decision to come to the Bluff and that he wanted to challenge himself as well.
I could go coach in NFL. I could go join, I could have stayed at Colorado. I was comfortable, but I've never done well in life when comfortable. Like I'm the kind of person who need to be a little uncomfortable. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this is uncomfortable, and I like it.
Faulk also said that he has about 90% of his coaching staff put together, but he can't release names just yet. But I am told from sources within the athletic department that there will be some big names coming to the Bluff with him. Reporting on Southern football for your Geaux Nation, I'm Brendan Fairbairn.
All right, more football talk. We're just getting started right here in your Louisiana Geaux Nation, including LSU's future in the Texas Bowl.
Plus, it's the 8th national championship in program history. It was added to the trophy case in 2025. We take you back in time and relive the magic all over again. That's next. Welcome back into your Louisiana Geaux Nation, a year in review. He is Brian Hall and I am Chester Boucher. I'm interested in finding out who takes the title for Portal King here in Baton Rouge between Jay Johnson and Lane Kiffin now.
It was quite a ride. We were both up there in Omaha, and I tried to put it into words what the magic truly felt like there in Omaha, Nebraska.
Be a great night in Omaha tonight for the purple and gold.
LSU ends with 53 wins to its name in 2025. That's just 10th all-time in program history. But when it came to the postseason, this team was all-time great.
Isn't it great to have 8? An incredible 2025 season.
Tournament time's our time. Tournament time's our time. And they were amazing in the NCAA tournament.
No other Tiger team in the history of LSU had ever gone 5-0 in Omaha. And only one LSU squad has more wins in the entire postseason than this one. That was Paul Skeen's Dylan Cruz and company. And that great 2023 team in the discussion for greatest of all time had 2 losses in the College World Series. This team had none.
LSU! LSU!
As LSU fans once again made it Omaha North.
They make a difference. They really, really make a difference. It hits me every time the national anthem, and it's the home of the Brave, but it's the Tigers. I mean, I get chills.
I think we weren't too nervous playing at Charles Schwab because we're so used to playing in front of the best fans in college baseball.
And as far as starting pitchers, there was no 1-2 punch on the mound quite like Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson. Anderson led the country in strikeouts. Ianson led them in ERA.
Ianson fires, swing and a miss, yeehaw! Strikeout number 9 for Anthony Ianson.
And both shining in the finals. Anderson threw LSU's second ever complete game shutout, and the Tigers' first since 1993. And Ianson with his own 9K day to close it all out.
Those guys push each other, almost like a challenge. One guy goes, oh, you done that? Okay.
Him and Cade to be on our staff is something you won't find ever again. So to have both of them Friday and Saturday was just special all year long.
The leader at the plate, of course, Jared Bear Jones, marking his legacy with the 6th ever walk-off in LSU program history in the College World Series.
You know, he's the man.
Jay Johnson, the man with the accelerated plan, winning his 2nd national championship in just his 4th year at the helm of the powerhouse. By comparison, it took the GOAT, Skip Bertman, 10 seasons to win his first pair.
The relay to first in time! Tigers win! Tigers win! For the 2nd time in 3 seasons and the 8th time in program history. The Fighting Tigers reach the pinnacle. Your LSU Fighting Tigers, the 2025 College Baseball National Champions.
And no one has more championships in the major men's 3 sports since 1990 than LSU. And that includes professional teams like the Lakers, Bulls, Patriots, and Yankees.
As I said in 2023, they are a worthy champion.
I have got goosebumps after that. Plus, we'll take a look at the next opponent for LSU football in the Texas Bowl. That's next. Welcome back into your Louisiana Go Nation Year in Review. He is Brian Holland. I am Chessa Boucher. LSU has one more ride to close it out in 2025.
And you know I love a little trip to H-Town, but some won't be making the trip. Let's take a look at who's in, who's out as of right now. Of course, Garrett Nussmeier, Monsieur Delane, Whit Weeks. Didn't really expect them. Still plenty hanging in the balance going into the big game.
It's important to finish what we started, that the experience for the student athlete is the ultimate of what you're trying to accomplish, and to take that from these young men was something we never actually put on the table. It's something that they wanted. It's something that we as a university wanted to do to complete a season and to send these seniors out the right way with an opportunity for victory as they conclude their careers here at LSU.
Now over on the Bluff, despite having their worst season in program history, Southern ended their year on a high note, beating Grambling in the Bayou Classic, winning their 4th straight Bayou Classic.
What we did is prepare the young men to come out and play a good Bayou Classic football game against Grambling, a good football program. And it's always emotional when you go out with a win like this, and after the things that happened to us over the year, during the course of the year, through the course of the season. You know, it's always good to, I was emotional myself, just for those kids and how well they come to prepare to play the football game today.
That's what seniors then they won't play another game of football again. And so the biggest thing was they was just trying to get us for us seniors. And for us, this was our championship. And then it's a big rivalry game. So we just wanted to get the win.
Still to come, ain't no prediction like a bold prediction. We've got really bold predictions for 2026. You're going to want to hear them. Come right back. It's your Geaux Nation. Closing out 2025, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, Jess Boucher.
You too.
Josiah Menard out there as well. You and yours, as I should say. Closing out the holidays and, of course, 2025. Looking to 2026. Who knows what we predicted about 2025?
I don't remember.
We don't even remember.
No.
But we've got bold predictions for 2026. You're up. Ladies first.
All right. This is an easy one for me. I say Kim Mulkey and company bring home their second national championship to the Bayou. It's by far her most talented team. She's got depth, and I am calling it now. I'm going to raise one up in March.
I liked the team, and then they added Malaysia Fulwiley, and I've seen her game. I mean, her next to Michaela, like,
silly.
Like, there's a lot of people out there, and I get it. Sometimes they don't like the women's game. Watch those two stars. Yep. Watch Big Four. Like, this core is a ton of fun to watch, and I hope it ends there with a natty. Speaking of natties, natty for LSU football? Not quite yet. Remember, it's year 2 that all the magic happens. So I've got Lane Kiffin. He's going to nab the top transfer portal class. They're going to look great. They're going to be in on the CFP, but it's going to be for experience for 2026, where they win a national championship in 2027. All right, for Jess Boucher, Brendan Fairbairn, I'm Brian Hahn. Until next time, this is the Geaux Nation.